So here's an extended review of my Jay Owenhouse 1 minute review. I just saw the show. I saw it about a week after it opened, even though there's still an opening soon, sign on. It's really bad. The guy has zero personality. His entire personality is built upon the story that his wife died, and it's him and his kids and doing all that, but that will only get you so far. Every single one of his tricks is not original. Every single one of his tricks is purchased. He's a furniture mover, meaning he works with big tricks. He did a couple little folding a dollar bill and stuff, close-up magic, but everything else was furniture mover magic. You can tell where people are hiding. They're using some pyro to hide it and all that. Now, I've not personally seen Chris Angel yet, but he usually gets the crown for the worst one in Vegas. I've seen Copperfield. This guy has a personality, Jay Owenhouse. This guy has a personality that's literally worse than David Copperfield. If you've seen Copperfield, his personality is terrible. His 2-hour show, Copperfield, has 20 minutes of the best magic I've ever seen, though. So you can poo-poo on Copperfield all you want, but his tricks are original. Copperfield makes his own magic. This guy, Jay Owenhouse, is charging... He's charging the same amount as Copperfield in a giant tent right by Mandalay Bay, and I think if I go a little bit more... Oh yeah, you can see a Luxor pyramid behind me. If it's your first magic show you're seeing, hey... maybe you'll like it. But yeah, he's there with his kids, and they're going on the story that he lost his wife in 2009, and now the kids and everybody are doing the show. He's got a YouTube channel that has far less subscribers than this YouTube channel, far less views than this YouTube channel that you're watching it on. But here's the thing. If he was commanding prices like Nathan Burton was, Nathan Burton is charging $22 for tickets, and he has a significantly better show than this. He's a family show too. His mom does his books, his wife is his dance captain and everything like that. This was horrible. The guy had no personality. It was like watching Mr. Burns do a magic show. I mean, the only positive, is it in my pocket? The only positive is as you came in, they give you a bottle of water. Now, maybe that's because they're in a tent. Now, I'll tell you, it may have been better in his head because he was originally supposed to have his tigers. And his elephant. Yes, let's get to the elephant. Penn and Teller, who I'm actually seeing right after this, disappeared elephant as well. Well, they take a cow and they dress it as an elephant. This guy took 3 humans, dressed them in an elephant costume that looked like it came from Animal Kingdom from their holiday celebration, and disappeared them with an audience member who just came up on stage. He wasn't picked or anything like that. I'm not even sure it was an audience member. Could have been a stagehand for all I know. He disappeared and reappeared on a motorcycle, and that was his big trick. He closed out his show with the standard snow trick where you make it snow, and there's a little stool that's got a fan in it, and you can fan it out. Oh, God. His son did one good illusion, but again, nothing original. It's a Harry Houdini illusion from the 1920s that I've seen performed so many times over and over. Again, I am not a magician. But I love magicians. I've seen Copperfield. I've seen Penn and Teller before. This is, right now it's 7:21. At 9 o'clock, I'm going to see Penn and Teller. And thank God, because I need some original tricks after watching the same shit over and over here. He tried to make up this stuff, that he came up with these tricks after his wife died, and then he came up with these tricks when he was in China. No, he bought them from a magic catalog. What this is a sad old man whose wife died. And to bond with his kids, he said, Daddy's going to buy a show in Vegas. That's what I said. He said, Daddy is going to buy a show in Vegas. No casino would put him anywhere. So he bought an empty lot, or he rented an empty lot for a year, bought a tent from Mexico. There's a whole story on his YouTube about how he got this tent. Well, it's not published yet, but the tent is lost in Mexico, he says. I mean, the whole thing was god-awful. Again, my only thing was happy, and I guess it's because you got to trek all the way from the closest hotel to a parking lot, so they give you a bottle of water. That's where I'm at, positive-wise. Nathan Burton, similar concept, family show, stuff like that. He's a furniture mover too. When I say furniture mover, I mean big illusions. Nathan's show is far better. It's a third of the price. Here, this show, and I'm a pessimist, so I'm not going to go with it was half full. Well, no, it was half full, half empty. I don't know which one's the optimist, which one's the pessimist. This show was more than half empty. That will tell you there's a supply and demand problem. That will tell you that until you get a reputation, you're going to need to price this show significantly lower. If you want to see this, wait a few months. You're going to see these tickets drop to $30. And you'll probably see it go out in less than a year. I love magic. This guy probably got hosed because he was told you can't have your tigers. We had a whole cry fest on why he can't. Well, he didn't say it out loud, but if you know the story, PETA protested and he couldn't have his tigers, he couldn't have his elephants, so he had to scramble because he already bought the land and everything like that. I hate PETA. PETA's full of shit. If you're watching this, Jay, PETA's terrible. I think you should be able to have your tigers. Joe Exotic, 2024. I'm all about the tigers. Let's not lie. But what you came up with, you literally went in the Magic catalog and you said, I want this. I'm doing Michael Jackson right now. I want this. I want that. I want this. I want that. I want this. I want that. You can't put on a $100 show in Vegas without a single unique act. No matter how you butter it and butcher it and say, this is my story, this is my life story, when I was in China, especially, look, there's a lot of atheists out nowadays, especially in the magic community. Why you gotta bring God into this show? Oh, God puts the pieces in place to, shut the fuck up. Nobody wants to hear that. You know, I'm sorry, you know, your wife died, I get it, things happen. You moved on with your kids, but what'd you do? You said, kids, Daddy's gonna buy a magic show. Again, Daddy didn't get a magic show. Daddy bought an empty lot, rented it for a year, bought a tent from Mexico, and Daddy bought a magic show. You're watching a guy who's from Bozeman, Montana, who had, not me, the guy, if you go see Jay Owens. You're watching a guy who's from Bozeman, Montana, who probably has a lot of money, who literally decided he wanted to open a magic show, right on the middle of the highway. You hear police sirens, you hear fire engines go by. I was like, oh, is that part of the show? No, they're just cops coming by. I mean, the fact that I saw the show and we're still sitting at, zip ties are hard to cut. Zip ties are hard to cut. It's not opening soon. I'm going to say it's closing soon. That's my thoughts. My opinion. My opinion's allowed. My opinion is the way it is. I have to say this is the most boring and worst show I've seen in Vegas. Now, I've seen Copperfield once before. I'm going to see him again. Give him another chance. Maybe his energy was off that day. I'm going to see Chris Angel. I really don't think Chris Angel can top how bad Jay Owenhouse was. He even had a photo meet and greet after, and I was like, no, I'm good. Took me an extra bottle of water, put it in my other pocket. Don't come see this. Jay Owenhouse is a terrible show. Go see Nathan Burton instead. I know I keep saying this, but Jay Owenhouse and him are very similar. They're both family-run shows. No casino, no Ticketmaster, none of that shit like that. They're selling the tickets themselves. If you're going to support someone, go support the guy who was actually kind of looking out for your family and making unique illusions. This guy, nothing unique. Nathan Burton, he's got 5 or 6 illusions in there that he created himself. And they're beautiful. Yeah, Nathan went to a catalog. Let's not lie. Nathan Burton went to a catalog, bought a lot of the stuff that Jay did too. But you know what Nathan did? He made about 1/5 of his illusions are his own. They're unique. And I appreciate that. So this is Richard from No Pants Profits coming to you literally from a tent on the side of the Mandalay Bay and the Luxor, saying, please, just save your money. Don't go see this Jay Owenhouse guy. He's truly terrible. He has the personality of a friggin' rock. And that sign is soon not going to say opening soon. It's going to say closing soon. But I hope you enjoyed my extended review. If you've got any questions, comments, leave them below. I've got a pretty good memory of what's going on. And now I'm going to go see a real magic show. Penn and Teller, who I see every time I'm in Vegas because I'm afraid that one day, unfortunately soon, I may not get to see them both perform much longer because Teller's had some health scares and stuff like that. But we'll talk about that in another video. Again, this is Richard from No Pants Profits. Stay away from Jay Owenhouse. It's not opening soon. It's closing soon. And remember, when you wear no pants, it's cold out here. My nipples are a little hard. When you wear no pants, the only thing you have left to lose is your shirt. Have a great one. Stay away from Owenhouse. Bye.